Hello. Okay, so this question is asking us to divide this by this. Okay, so we've practiced using the remainder theorem, so let's find out what the remainder is here. Okay, so for the remainder theorem we say this is f of x, and we set this equal to 0, and see what x value that gives us. X plus 1 is 0, therefore x equals minus 1. So now we substitute that value, x equals 1, into f of x. So f of minus 1 equals minus 1 cubed plus 2 times minus 1 squared minus minus 1 minus 2, which gives us, okay, minus 1 cubed is minus 1, minus 1 squared is positive 1, so this is plus 2, minus minus 1 plus 1, minus 2. Okay, these cancel, and we get 0. Right, so what does that mean? Okay, the remainder is 0. So that means that it goes into it exactly, it divides it. Or in other words, x plus 1 is a factor of f of x. Okay, so this question is actually asking us to to do the division. Okay, but we can do that because it's a factor. Right, so we want to find, well, it's a quotient, so let's call it q of x equals x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 2 over x plus 1. Okay, and we know that that's going to be some number of x squareds, okay, because we're dividing by this power. So it can't be x cubed, otherwise we'd get a power of x to the 4, which we don't have. Okay, so it's ax squared plus bx plus c. It's of that form. Okay, so now what can we do? We know that this is equal to this, so let's times both sides by x plus 1. Okay, so on this side we will get x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1 equals ax squared plus bx plus c, all times x plus 1. Okay, now before we multiply these out, we can see that this times this is going to give us this. Therefore, a must be 1. So we've got x squared there. Okay, we can't say anything about the b yet, but we know that c times 1 is minus 2. Therefore, c must be minus 2. So on this side, we've got x squared plus bx minus 2 times x plus 1. And now we can multiply that out. So this times this, we've got x cubed. This times this, plus x squared. Okay, and then we've got plus bx squared plus bx minus 2x minus 2. Okay, and now we know, because of this equals, we know that this side is equal to this side, so we can just compare coefficients. That's what this method is called, comparing coefficients. So we can see we've got the same number of x cubed. Okay, and now what about the x squareds? Here we've got 2, and here we've got 1 plus b. So 2 equals b plus 1, therefore b equals 1. Okay, let's just check that, because we've got another. Let's look at how many x's we've got. Here we've got minus 1, so minus 1 equals, here we've got b minus 2, b minus 2, and that also implies that b equals 1, so that's correct. So now for this polynomial, we found a, b and c, so we've found the quotient obtained when we divide this by this. So we can write our final answer, q of x equals, whatever we got here, right, yeah, so x squared plus x minus 2.